Detective Furia.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael. I'm a digital media artist. I've been studying digital media art since the year 2001. I'm Adobe certified. I currently work for the NYPD, and what I do is facial identification. The reason that Dan reached out to me, as opposed to any detective in the world, is he noticed something on my LinkedIn that I'm very proud of and I worked very hard on, which is during the COVID pandemic, we've had numerous cases where masks come in. I've applied my own self-taught strategy. My work and my opinions have nothing to do with the beliefs of my employer. This is solely an independent project. The outcome of my work and opinions has nothing to do with the NYPD. No NYPD software or technology was used. This is simply my analysis based on the eye and my experience. Has nothing to do with the NYPD.
My stress is totally independent. I'm not getting paid for this. This is all done on my own time, with my own beliefs and own analysis. No facial recognition technology was used on this. This is all my expertise, my analysis visually, and with methods that I like to use on my own.
So how did I come about this project? Dan reached out to me. He sent me some photos. I used my expertise as I would if a criminal case was coming my way. I have no knowledge of Billy the Kid. I know the name. I know some of the story now going back, but at the time this was done, this was a distant memory of mine. You know, I really don't recall much about Billy the Kid. This was not my area of expertise. When he showed me the photo at the very end and he says, "Do you know who this is?" I knew it was a historical photo. My best guess was that it had to do with some public figure years past, maybe even a presidential candidate. I knew I seen the photo years ago, but no recollection. He sent me numerous photos. I did analysis on things jumped out to me: the shape of the ear, the shape of the chin. What I do on a daily basis, we always provide a possible lead. We never say it's exactly the guy, and even in this case, I can never sit there and say that this is the exact guy, to this photo, this one is that guy. We can never say that, especially with somebody that's long gone. Sometimes you have to go beyond the face. You have to go in the position of their body, the position, in this case I used the position of his hands, the stance that he stood, which is a study that people in my field know as gait. There's a lot of different techniques that could be used as secondary identifiers to the facial analysis. You know, I threw out a number 99.9. I just want to refrain to that. It's just a way of us saying we are never positive. We strongly believe that our suggestions should be looked at. But there is no number system. It's just a strong belief. And I strongly do believe that my comparison is somebody valuable. I believe that I can't say it's 100% and I can't ever say that it's the same person, but I do believe that Dan showed me a photo of ultimately the same people. I wish we had more to go off of, but what we have at hand, I'm pretty confident in what I say. As I'm looking at it, I'm pointing this stuff out to Dan, I'm writing it down. I made a physical analysis of it, you know, analyzing secondary identifiers such as the gait, the mannerisms that I believe this subject to have, jewelry, pinky ring, the hairline, the way they stand, the way their pants fold, you know, things that would help me say, you know what, this is somebody that is a possible lead. And that's ultimately what I do. I am very confident when I say somebody is a possible match, that this is somebody that a detective would want to speak with. In this case, I am very comfortable saying that this could be the person that we believe it to be. In this instance, we're never going to know for certain unless we find a secondary identifier or more supporting evidence. So it's a little hard to say. We know the resolution's lost in the photo, but I do strongly believe that this is somebody that we must consider a very high possibility that is Billy the Kid. Sometimes we know in the back of our head that we have the right guy, but we never want to say that because there's twin brothers, there's so many different things, there's human error, and there's definitely computer errors, we know that. Being that this wasn't used in a computer at all, this is solely on my experience, my analysis, my expertise doing this. And I would definitely want to get this guy off my list. If I was looking for him to be a suspect, I would want to say, let me speak to this guy so I know how much more I want to invest in this possibility of this being the person that I'm looking for. I was on the other end of an investigation. I was in the detective squad, so I was the guy going out there looking for the suspect at large. So again, with that being known, I would definitely want to speak to this person. I really like the comparison that I did. I really strongly feel that Dan is onto something with his first recognition, because again, this is his discovery. I'm just looking at it, I'm supporting it, and I stand by him with his analysis. There's going to be a lot of people that right away, dismiss this. There's going to be a lot of people that question, certain things in the photo, and I understand, because we do a peer review on everything. It's definitely very interesting. I'm glad to be a part of this. Again, this isn't something that I am totally independent on. You're gonna like a lot of the photos you see. You're gonna like this. Dan has something good for you. And ultimately, that's what I do on an everyday basis.